Check out how busy this place is today. I've never, ever been down here when the city is this filled with people. So it's Friday, April 19th. I'm putting in my hours down here in the city at the National Aquarium. And it is without a doubt one of the busiest, and I mean one of the busiest days that I have ever been down here. There is at least a couple thousand people all in this area right now. It is insane. It is so crazy and so packed with so many people. I can barely even walk around inside of the building. So instead of being inside today taking pictures, I am outside right now getting a time lapse here of all the craziness and all the crowds and stuff going into the building. And they're calling for rain today, and I think the rain is supposed to start fairly soon. It's gonna hold off for a little bit longer because I've got this time lapse going, and I'm really praying that the rain is gonna hold off for a little bit because I've got about 250 more shots to go, and that's a long time to get this time lapse finished. About this, I can literally see the haze over in between the buildings off there in the distance. I can feel little drops, and I'm starting to feel more and more drops. I'm not even halfway done this time lapse. I don't even think I'm a quarter of the way done this time lapse. Yeah, drops are starting to get just a tiny bit more heavy. I'm curious if I could buy an umbrella off of somebody who's walking around with one out here. Oh, come on, man. All right, I'm heading inside. Drops are getting heavier. I don't want to risk this camera. Oh, this is gonna be great. It's not that bad. Okay, now it's bad. Gotta watch out for the puddles this time. Those are some pretty intense looking clouds, huh? Okay, cool, awesome. I thought I left my hat upstairs in the office. Kind of worried I didn't want to have to make another trip back upstairs. I had to make a quick stop at Best Buy, got some propellers for the Mavic. I ended up keeping the Air, of course, but I think that the Mavic Pro still works, and if it does, it's great, because I definitely didn't waste the money on these. Also, side note, while I was in there, I just reached 150 subscribers. Come here, hi, buddy. Did you miss me today? Oh, yes, he did. He missed me. Hi, buddy. Okay. Now that I have those, I feel really bad. I shouldn't be like throwing these things down on the ground because for some dumb reason I continue to just break stuff. It is Neistat syndrome. That has to be an actual thing that you just break your gear for no apparent reason, but there's reasons behind stuff breaking. I have not tried anything with this guy since Wednesday's little drone debacle. If you have not watched that, this is basically what happened. So in essence, tried to fly it through a doorway. It made it through the front door, but not completely. The back left propeller got hooked onto the doorway and essentially sent the drone crashing, and it flipped upside down and fell onto the ground. I also don't think that I showed this on Wednesday, but this is the state of the propellers. And mind you, these are carbon fiber propellers. So they look fairly intact on the blades themselves. On these little parts right here where it's supposed to latch on and connect to the arms of the drone, there are supposed to be these little tabs right here, which if you twist them, they lock into place and they're nice and snug, nice and secure onto the arms. On two of these propellers, those tabs are gone, which means I cannot put these back onto the drone. The two that are intact are fairly intact. There's nothing wrong with these propellers at all. They're perfectly fine. There's no scratches on them, no dents. They seem to be intact. So they seem like that they're okay, but I don't think I can. Also, on one of these propellers, there is a tear in the carbon fiber, which I think this may have been the one that got stuck in the wall. But yeah, there's like a chip or a cut in the blade. So, bottom line, the propellers basically were gone. That was why I had to go out to Best Buy, because I knew the drone was okay. It looked like it was okay. But mind you, this was not as bad of a crash as it was back in February. Right now, I just want to see if the drone is going to turn on. Right now, I just want to see if I can get some kind of live feed out of it. And then hopefully, if we do have enough time before the rain shows up, we'll take this guy outside, get him to fly around a little bit, get some air time in, and then probably call this one a day. All right, I just want to see if this thing is going to turn on first. That's all I really care about right now. Okay, the lights are on. That's a good sign. I don't see any weird flashing. Seems like everything is okay. Let's try to connect it to my phone. Okay. Good news. I get a live feed. Now, let's go see if this thing will fly. Okay, let's give it a go. Well, it lifts off, so that's good. Thank goodness I don't have to send a drone in for the 3rd time this year. Okay, so there is one more item that I have left to do on the agenda for today before I call it quits here. I have mentioned a few times in the video that I'm getting ready for things for tomorrow. I had to fly the drone and make sure that it worked for tomorrow because there is an event going on tomorrow. The last time that I was at Marshy Point, I mentioned something about a spring festival. Well, that spring festival is happening tomorrow at Marshy Point. And believe it or not, and as a staff member at Marshy Point, as somebody who is working the event, is an extremely busy day. Now, of course, I have to wear a uniform. And part of that uniform are these pants that are kind of like this. I've actually had these pants for close to 5 years, I think. These were actually the pants that I received my Eagle Scout award in, and they've fit me ever since, and I have been wearing them for occasions like this. I've actually worn these every single time that I have worked at Marshy since I started working at Marshy. Unfortunately, for the longest time, I have been missing this button. So I have tried a clothespin. That doesn't seem to work. I've tried just acting like that it's not even there and then just putting a belt over top of it, and that does not seem to work. Considering that tomorrow I'm probably going to be walking, running, and moving all sorts of different directions, this just is not going to cut it. So as you can guess, I gotta go get a pair of pants. Oh, those are camo pants. I want camo pants. Here we go, we may be in luck. They have a 2830. I think I'm like a 2930. Can I try one of those real quick? We got our pants, these fit, I like these, we're gonna buy them. And suddenly, the rain is back. I think it's been a good day. Took some good pictures, got some work done, made sure that the drone worked, which it does. Got some new pants. Now all I gotta do is go back, get prepared for tomorrow, get a good night rest, and I think I'll be ready to take on the day. So with that being said, that is it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.